Daily meal break silence. Princess Leonor royal engagement confirmed. Imagine the palace. Calm, orderly, predictable. Now, stop. The silence is broken. The engagement of Princess Leonor is confirmed. But nothing is as simple as it seems. This is not just a royal announcement. It is a turning point. A hidden love story that blossomed in secrecy. A decision that shakes the traditions of a kingdom. And a silence that spoke louder than words during one single daily meal break, when the truth slipped out. Let us step inside. Let us walk with her. Let us hear the whispers no one dared to say aloud. For months, speculation circled around Princess Leonor. Who would capture the heart of Spain's future queen? Suitors had been imagined, names whispered, possibilities discussed. Some saw a union with another royal house. Others expected a discreet match carefully arranged by tradition. But what unfolded was neither staged nor strategic. It was human. It was fragile. It was love. The revelation came in the most unexpected way. A quiet royal dining room. Family gathered, staff moving silently. A pause during the meal. A silence. Not just any silence, but a silence loaded with emotion. That was the moment. The moment King Felipe, Queen Letizia, and their eldest daughter faced a truth that could no longer be hidden. Princess Leonor, 19, radiant, thoughtful, looked at her parents. Her words were calm but firm. She spoke of her heart. She spoke of her future. She spoke of him. And when the words were said, the silence was deafening. The silence was the confirmation. The silence was the blessing. But who is he? Who is the man who has won the heart of the princess? That is the question that burned in the minds of everyone at the palace. The answer reveals more than a name. It reveals a story of encounters, stolen moments, and loyalty tested against duty. Their story did not begin under chandeliers. It did not start with royal protocols. It started in a circle of trust, friends, confidences, late-night conversations. He was not a prince from a foreign throne. He was not the heir of a vast fortune. He was a man of substance, education, and quiet strength. The kind of man who wins respect not with titles, but with character. Leonor saw in him what many overlooked. A steadiness, a sense of care, a heart that valued her not for her crown, but for her as Leonor, the young woman behind the duty. That was the spark. And once it was lit, no power could extinguish it. Yet, love in a royal family is never just love. It is diplomacy. It is history. It is the weight of expectation. For King Felipe and Queen Letizia, the silence at that meal was heavy with centuries of tradition. They knew the eyes of Spain, and the world, would turn to judge. Would this match strengthen the monarchy, or shake it? The queen's face, calm but searching, revealed the depth of her thoughts. She, more than anyone, knew the price of choosing love over approval. Her own marriage had once faced scrutiny. And now, her daughter stood at the same crossroad. The king's silence spoke of a father torn. Duty to crown on one side, love for his daughter on the other. His gaze lingered on Leonor, searching for certainty, weighing the path ahead. And then, the stillness broke. Not with words, but with an unspoken agreement. The engagement was confirmed, quietly, without fanfare, without public spectacle. At that table, in that silence, history shifted. But what does this mean for Spain? For the monarchy? For the princess herself? Let us explore. A royal engagement is never private. It is a mirror for a nation's values. When Leonor's choice became known, reactions swirled. Some celebrated. They saw in her decision a new Spain, modern, independent, driven by love rather than obligation. Others hesitated. They questioned whether tradition was being compromised, whether the crown was safe in the hands of sentiment. The palace advisors debated. The courtiers whispered. The press speculated. But Leonor remained steady. In interviews, her words were simple: I choose love. And with love, I will serve. Those words echoed through Spain, stirring emotions across generations. Her fiancé, let us call him by his name, Álvaro, became the subject of fascination. His background was examined in detail. His family, his education, his values. Could he stand beside the future queen? Could he endure the scrutiny, the pressure, the endless comparisons? The answer, quietly but firmly, seemed to be yes. Álvaro was discreet. He was respectful. He stayed away from spectacle. Yet, those who met him spoke of his intelligence, his humor, his ability to listen. And perhaps most importantly, his ability to let Leonor shine. Together, they began to appear, not in staged photos, but in natural moments. A walk after classes. A smile exchanged during ceremonies. Subtle, but undeniable. The world began to see what the palace had already confirmed: this was real. And yet, the questions did not stop. Would there be resistance from traditionalists? Would international royals accept him? How would Europe's aristocracy react? These were the new layers of silence, questions unspoken, yet present in every room. The daily meal break silence was just the beginning. From that moment, every gathering carried echoes of it. Every silence between king and daughter, between queen and advisors, between Spain and its monarchy, was shaped by the choice Leonor had made. And here is the deeper truth. This story is not just about engagement. It is about the future of monarchy itself. Leonor, young but wise, is redefining what it means to rule. Her love story is her declaration that leadership in this century must be built not only on tradition, but on humanity. That a crown without love is hollow. As preparations for the formal announcement continue, the palace is careful. No grand spectacle yet. No official photo shoot. Just whispers, smiles, the quiet nods of approval. The silence remains, but now it is a silence of anticipation. And so, as Spain waits, the world watches. A nation sees its future queen stepping not into a role designed for her, but into a destiny chosen with her heart. The engagement of Princess Leonor is more than news. It is a love story unfolding before our eyes. A story born in silence, confirmed in silence, but destined to be celebrated with the voices of millions. And in that silence, the royal family found something greater than tradition. They found trust. They found unity. They found love. This is the story of Princess Leonor's engagement. A story not shouted from balconies, but whispered at a meal. A story not forced by duty, but chosen by the heart. A story that begins in silence, but will echo for generations. Because when a future queen chooses love, the world listens.